I've got this tire sled set up. It's about 15% of my body weight. I'm gonna run up this slight incline and time the accels. Gonna be about 20 meters. I won't be able to film the time 20s because I'm gonna be using my phone for that, but I'll film some of the warm-up accels. Those starts don't look bad, still warming up. Most of the pieces are there, just need to get a little more aggressive. What I try and drill into athletes with the sled starts and starts in general is getting this arm swing right off the start. So big arm swing through off the start and the sweep. So as we're bringing these legs through, we keep them close to the ground and then pop in. Also shin angles. So we don't want to be landing with the leg out in front with a vertical shin. So ideally something like this, but as long as it's not vertical, they're gonna immediately start pushing in the direction they want to. My best time for those 20 meters was 3.62 with 15% body weight on that tire and of course the 10-degree incline. So don't really know how to feel about that, but it's a starting point. I've been doing some warm-up jumps here, and I don't want to speak too soon. I feel really, really good. I actually feel bouncy, which I haven't felt like in a while. I think it's just the start of the cut, taking some fluff weight off. All right, I'm starting to feel like baby summer Liam, if that makes sense. But I am Liam, because I haven't even been feeling like myself recently. That was a good jump. Not even because of the rim height or anything, just because I did the penultimate properly. I felt bouncy, I felt coordinated. To tap you in, if you haven't been watching many recent videos, I'm trying to get a longer penultimate strictly for aesthetic purposes. Guys, penultimate does not really correlate to vertical. I just want to look cool. Yeah, I'm not getting the turn on this under both. I'm doing it straight up. Ideally for this backhand under both, I would be turned like this. Dude, I don't even care about the dunk. I'm just so happy that the penultimate is coming in and I don't have to completely force it. Yeah, it looks cool. I have had to restructure my rhythm for off the backboard, self bounce, and like pretty much all the dunks that I do. And the other effect that it's had is when you have a long penultimate and your foot is all the way behind you here and then your plant hits, it's gonna take longer for your block to come hit. And you need to pull that block around really quickly. I think that's where some average people have a pitfall with long penultimate. So I gotta work on that and getting my block to hit properly like this. Actually, I've been struggling with my block hitting forward for a while now and not really screwing into the ground. I'm gonna put up a video of me jumping at 15 or 16. Obviously I had a different build at the time and I didn't have as many physical tools to jump higher, but one thing I'm doing really well here is the turn stance. Oh! She's coming! Penultimate was not there on that one. Right now, I want to do self-bounce cross with a two-hand with a float in the air. And then I also have this cool idea, which is self-bounce, self-bounce, like this motion, and then finish. There it is. That was cool. You have your arms coming like this with one turned up, and then they'll come across, and that bottom arm will roll the ball off of this hand into an up motion, and then you come and finish it like that. Cross, roll, cover, and then dunk. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just starting to pitter patter a little bit, so perfect timing. Got my third set of overhead squat coming up here. Just gonna try and mobilize a little bit before I go and do that. It was a 3x5 with 225 that I'm on. So, we'll do that. I'm gonna do some tall snatch doubles. Got 95 pounds on here. Focused on good pull under and then snap. Yeah, these are gonna be so muddy for me. I need to work on this. I'm gonna try and feel this a little bit more in my rear delt. Still think the bar is slightly coming away from me. All right, the second training day of this block is over. Pretty darn solid. I like the sprints, the dunking went well. I felt my energy dip a little bit going into the ollie lifting stuff. I spent a little bit too much time on my phone in between jumping and the ollie lifting. Got distracted and kind of beat myself up over it subsequently. But yeah, I mean, overall, focus was solid. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm super glad that I was able to do the stuff outside. It started raining right after I finished, and it was drying up when I started, which is hilarious. Yeah, last word, timing.